going? Yeah. Greetings, can you hear me? Hope you can hear me. Alright. So today I wanted to speak about ideas of God, I guess. Yeah. Like ontological and cosmological beliefs of various people. So let's start off with I guess basic monotheistic views of God. So that being, there's an omnipotent, omnibenevolent, omnipresent being. So that's all-seeing, all-powerful, all-good being called God that exists, and everything was created from God. And I guess it's quite a separate view of what this God-like being is. That being, this guy or girl or whatever that sort of oversees everything. And there's various dog, Taloo. There's various sort of takes on this, Christianity and what. But my main concern is Pantheism or animism. And the basic argument, or my argument of it, goes like, if there is this great and all-powerful being called God, or one of the names of him is God, I guess, or yes, it works. That being a being of that is omnipresent, omnipotent, omnibenevolent, and whatever, you know what I mean? So my basic idea of this argument goes like, if there is such a being, that everything that this being created from him, from his mind, from speaking into existence. So if you look at the Bible or whatever, it says in the beginning there was nothing, and then God said, let there be light, let there be firmament, and like dividing between the waters, and then you get like air and water, and then there's land. So there's the three, I guess, modes of existence, maybe, or I was just going on to something else there. But I mean, there's the Earth, so you can look at it like the three different worlds. Yeah. So there's the underworld, which is water, and then there's the Earth, which is the middle, and then the sky. And there's various beings that live inside of each of these things. So there's man and animals and such that would live on Earth. And then in the water there would be various things like fish, whales, and then you go into the more mythological view of the underworld, or this like underwater realm. So there would be the nagas, the dragons, and various other mythological creatures and spirits and beings and whatnot. And then the sky would be where the birds live, so things like angels and various things like that. So basically, this being created a possibility of these three or more worlds. I mean, there could be more. These are just what I'm focused on at the moment, I guess. So where was I? So basically anything that is being created would come from itself. So anything that basically creating something would be creating something out of itself, you know what I mean? So anything that was created from itself is a part of itself. By this lines of thinking and this lines of logic, then if you look at the Big Bang, I guess, everything that was created from the Big Bang is invariably a part of this greater being. So then we come to things like humans and animals and such. So any of these beings which were created has some part of this greater being inside of it. You can call this. I quite like the phrase shards of consciousness, or some variation of that. So basically, we're dealing with consciousness as a whole, and anything that is conscious has consciousness from this being the God, or the omnibenevolent, omnipotent, omnipresent being. So if everything that was created from this being is a part of this being, then we live in a much larger whole than we originally or are taught to comprehend. So ideas of omnipresent being, which is a being that is present everywhere, through this lines of thinking of pantheism and animism, would be that, let's say, me as a person, I have this consciousness, and my dog also has a part of consciousness. These trees and stones, everything has some consciousness to it, some living essence, some movement to it. And I like to think of life being movement. If something doesn't move, it's dead, you know what I mean? But everything is moving because of if you're looking at the atomic structure of a thing, there's movement, there's vibration, there's sound that goes on and on and on, sort of infinitely, like this, you know what I mean? Always changing into something else, going from the positive to the negative, from the masculine to the feminine, and so on and so forth, ad infinitum. So yes, what was I saying? I was saying that, yeah. So this idea of one being is false then, because as we are a being comprised of an aggregation of multiple things, like I guess you can think of it like a Lego house or something, or Lego being. Like each part brought together forms this greater whole, this greater being. And yeah, along the same lines of reasoning, everything in existence adds to the greater whole, adds to this greater cosmic being, which some call God, or some call, you know, whatever you want to call him, or it, or yourself. I guess if you're part of it, then you're part of it. And if this greater being has created everything else from itself, then you're invariably part of it. So along these lines of thinking of pantheism and animism, animism being basically everything has a soul, everything has like the spirit to it. So animals, grass, like rocks, like you can actually pick up a stone, and if you're in like the right state of mind and quite like I guess advanced with meditation and such, you can actually listen to it. I mean, you can align your mind with the vibration of the stone, and by doing that, then you like make a bridge. You know what I mean? So your thoughts become what you think about, or by doing that, then you allow this like yeah, I guess like a mind bridge, a cosmic bridge, or bridge of consciousness. Then you can link certain things. You can yeah, like some civilizations in the Andes in South America have this belief, or not really belief, have this thing where they can have this concept of stones of power. So basically, certain stones have, through people before who put their energy into it, or who put certain information into these stones, or just stones that, by the elements and by the spirits and ancestors and beings around, have been granted a sort of power, or a certain energy, and these stones can be used for healing. Some stones are kind of like teachers, so they teach you certain things that through time have been lost. Through, like, I guess, people that knowledge through people have lost, but these stones, and I mean anything, it still has information which we can access through higher states of consciousness. I think I should stop that there.